You sometimes talk about stress and dealing with the stress. Have you incorporated any sort of techniques on how to actually make sure that your mental well-being is fine and you're being in complete harmony with yourself and with the world?
Yeah, you know what? For many years, I neglected it. And I think it led up to a moment. I was in Cancun, Mexico with the WBC.
Right.
And it was already building up within myself. I was traveling too much. I wasn't sleeping enough. My hours are 12 to 14 hours a day. A lot of people don't see the amount of time that goes into producing one video, not including 5 to 8 a day, plus the social media. It's a lot of, it's very time consuming. So I wasn't taking care of myself. I wasn't putting myself first. I was putting my career first. And I broke down in Cancun. I absolutely had a bloody meltdown. Like, my camera guy was with me and I cried so hard. I was like shaking and I was crying and I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do this. I was losing it because I wasn't taking care of myself. I wasn't going to the gym. I was gaining weight and people were calling me out on it. Oh, look at how terrible she looks. Look how fat she's getting. She looks bloated. Look at, oh, she must have had all the surgery on her face. Look how terrible she looks. I mean, it was just like downright nasty. And I made the mistake. Actually, at the time I called it a mistake, but it was a blessing in disguise because at the time I believed I made the mistake of reading the comments. I did a video and I never, ever, I swear to you, on YouTube, I do not read the comments. They're the worst, right? Mm-hmm. So one day I made the mistake of doing it and I was already in a bad space mentally. I was already worn out, not feeling good about myself, not eating right, not sleeping right, not doing enough for myself. And I snapped. I had a moment where I snapped. I was hysterically crying. My cameraman, Brandon, was there with me. And I just remember he literally just put his arms around me and held me as I was like shaking, crying. Mm-hmm. And he was like, oh my God. He didn't even know how to sort of react to that. Mm-hmm. I didn't know how to react to it. I didn't know I was going to break down like that. But it clicked with me. Things only bother you if you believe it. Mm-hmm. Did I believe I gained weight? Yeah. Did I believe I didn't look as good as I could have? Yeah. Not that it has everything to do with the appearance, but it was deeper than that. It was, you're not taking care of yourself. You're not feeling good about yourself. If you ate better, if you slept more, if you took time for yourself to go see your family and be with them, if you exercised, all of those factors are important for your mental health. And I wasn't doing any of them. So that's why their words affected me. So the next day I had these, like the sauna suits. I love working out in the sauna suits.
Me too.
I had some WBC sauna suits that used to belong to Gennady Golovkin, believe it or not, because their camp gave them to me because they were an extra set.
Wait, so you were wearing Triple G sauna suit?
Yeah, apparently I was. So I had I put the suit on, and while everyone's going to the beach and everyone's like joined poolside, I started, walking myself down past the pool to the gym. And I was working out for about an hour in the sweatsuit, just absolutely just sweating. I mean, when I got up, I felt like water it was like peeing yourself because there was so much water coming down your legs. Mm-hmm. And it was that moment where it all changed, where now I will go to the gym. I will put myself first. After last year, because I already had 2 months bookings in advance for travel. Mm-hmm. When it was Christmas time, and I tapped out all of January. All of mm-hmm. January I was out because mm-hmm. I was like, there's no way. I have to take care of myself. Mm-hmm. And I stayed home. I was with my family. And even early February, it was still a challenge to get back at it. But I needed that. And so because of what people said, at the time, it was hurtful, but in reality, when I reflect back on it, I'm glad it happened because it made me realize you know what, I need to take care of myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I do make sure I do that, take my vitamins, get my sleep. Most importantly, I made a rule to myself that I wouldn't go longer than 6 weeks without seeing my family. It doesn't matter what part of the world I'm in. I will fly home to see my family because they are so important to me that not seeing them is like drains my soul.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not the best version of myself when I'm away from them too long.